Hello student, this is Kishore. Today you will learn in this session using of debit and credit. These two terms you will use when you will record the business transaction in accounting. As already stated, every transaction involve give and take aspects. So whatever transaction is there, two parts will be there or two effect will be there. One will be give and one will be take. You can take the example if you are selling the goods to the customer and you are provide goods to the customer. It means you are giving the goods and customer providing money to you. That is the taking from customer side. So two effects are there, and every transaction depend on the double entry system. Double entry system indicating here two impact. One is debit impact, another is credit impact. Or every time these two sides of debit and credit amount must be equal after completion the each and every transaction. When recording each transaction, the total amount debit must equal to total amount credit. In accounting, the term debit and credit indicate whether the transaction are to be recorded in left hand side or right hand side of the account. So now you will learn ki what is the account. Account is a T-shaped format. You will prepare the T, big T, and two side will be there. Left side will be the debit side, and right side will be the credit side. So, what is account and how you will prepare it, or what is the utilization of this account, you will see ahead. I am showing you. Just wait, see. So, before watching the format of the account, you will understand the rules of debit and credit. This is very important to making any account in accountancy. All accounts are divided into five categories for purpose of recording the transaction. So these five categories are very clear, or each and every categories meaning and definition you already learn through first session. First is assets. Again here I'll clear assets, liabilities, capital, expenditure, losses, and revenue and gain. So two fundamental rules are following to record the change in these accounts. For recording change in assets, expenses, losses. So first of all I am clearing here assets which you are using in business once you buy and you will use for the long term, that is the fixed asset. So here whether the assets are fixed or whether the assets are fluctuating, tangible, intangible, entire assets we are considering here. So rule of the entire assets, all type of expenditure and all type of losses. So see, assets, expenditure and losses, every time they have the debit balance. When you will purchase the assets, your debit balance will be improved. Whenever you do the expenses, then your debit balance will be improved. And when you bear the loss, again debit balance will increase. So see the first point, increase the assets is debited and decrease in asset is credit. So whenever you will buy the asset, your debit side of assets will be improved. And when you will selling your asset, then your credit side will be indicating. Point second, increasing expenditure or loss. If your expenditure or losses are increasing, again your debit side will be increased, and vice versa. If your losses and expenditure is increasing, and your credit side will be indicating. Now two, for changing liability, capital, revenue or gain. See the liabilities. Liabilities, capital, revenue or gain, these all have the credit balance. Means if your liability is increasing, your credit side will be increased. Your capital is increasing, your credit side will be increased. And same revenue and gain is increasing. If you are earning something, then your credit side will be increased. So point number one, increase the liability is credited and decrease in liability is debited. So your balance of liability is improving. It means your credit side will be improving, and vice versa. And if your liability is decreasing, your debit side will be indicating. Second, increase in the capital. Again, capital have the credit balance. If capital increase, credit balance will be improved. If your capital is decreased, your debit balance will be indicating. Third, increase in revenue and gain. Revenue and gain is also have the credit balance. If it is improved, then credit balance will improve. If it is decreased, then debit balance is decreased. The rule of application to be different kind of account have been summarized in following chart. Now see the shape of the T account. Now I am indicating the account. See, first of all, we'll check the assets account. This is assets. All assets, I tell you, every account has the T-shape account. This is T-shape, like this line and this is the T-shape. Left side indicating the debit balance and credit side indicating the right side indicating the credit balance. If your assets improve, then debit side will be improved. Here indicating of the plus for the increasing the assets. And in the right side, if your assets is improved, or if you are selling any old assets and things, then your credit side will be indicating. Now here second is liability account. Liabilities, I tell you, the liabilities ever indicate credit balance. If your liability will be increased, your credit side will be improved. If your liability is decreased, if your debit side will be indicating. Next is capital account. Capital account again have the credit balance, or it indicating the credit balance if capital is improved, and if your capital is decreasing, then it will show the debit balance. Same here in the revenue account. Revenue account or gain account again indicating the credit. If you are earning something, then your credit balance will be increased. If you are reducing your revenue, then your debit side will be indicating. Next is expenses and losses, ever showing the debit balance. If your loss is improving, your expenditure is increasing, your debit balance will be improved, and vice versa in credit balance. Now we will move for the next transaction. The transaction in the example 1 on page number 46 will help you to learn how to apply these debit and credit rule, and observe the analysis table given on page number 48 carefully to be sure that understandable before you go on to the next one. Let's we will go first here. Transaction number 1. Rohit started business with cash rupees 5 lakh. Here all transaction we will transfer into the T-shape account. So analyzing of transaction, if Rohit started the business, whenever you will do in the accountancy, you will see ki what kind of effect will become on the business. If Rohit start the business, so in the business rupees 5,000 will become inside as a capital. So see, and another impact is the cash, because Rohit is putting rupees 5 lakh into business. So 5 lakh cash will become, and that cash will be treated as a capital for the business. So see, two T-shape account we will prepare for understanding this transaction. One is cash account. When cash will become inside of the business, so cash will be debited because cash is assets. I tell you earlier or told you earlier कि if your assets improve, so debit side of the T-shape account will be improved. So that's why we will indicate 5 lakh in the debit side. And see the another impact of this transaction on capital. This 5 lakh should be treated as capital for business. So we will prepare the capital account and capital every time indicating the credit balance. So rupees 5 lakh will be treated here as a capital. Next is open a bank account with an amount of rupees 4 lakh 80,000. If you are opening account in bank, so what will be your cash balance will be reduced. Is clear it? So see the cash account again. We will prepare the format of the cash account, and in this cash account, see debit side already we had the 5 lakh rupees earlier, and now we are showing in credit side 4 lakh 80,000. It means 4 lakh 80,000 is reducing into the cash. We are depositing this into bank. Now bank account, here bank is the assets. Here our bank balance is improving by 4 lakh 80,000. So that side we will add into the debit side, because every assets if improve then it will be indicating the debit. If assets reduce, see in the cash account is also the current assets, and credit side is improving, credit side is indicating by 4 lakh 80,000. It means your assets are reducing or cash balance are reducing by 4 lakh 80,000. Now third, bought furniture rupees 60,000 and issued check for the same. In the business we are purchasing the furniture, and furniture is again the asset. So we will prepare the T-shape account, or we will write the name of the account furniture account, and your assets is improving by 60,000. So 60,000 will be showing in the debit side, left hand side, because assets are improving. And see, and we are making the payment against this furniture by bank rupees 60,000. So see, bank balance earlier 4 lakh 80,000, and we are issuing one check of 60,000. So we will show in the credit side, and credit side means your bank balance or your current assets is reducing. Next is fourth, bought plant and machinery from Ramji Lal for the business for rupees 1,25,000, and advance of rupees 10,000 in cash is given. So business already purchased the plant and machinery from the Ramji Lal, and amount is rupees 1,25,000. This is the cost of the plant and machinery, but we are not making the entire payment. We have paid only 10,000 in cash, and rest amount will be the credit. It should be trade credit. So see the analysis of the transaction. In this transaction, first of all you have to understand the plant and machinery account. Plant and machinery account here indicating we are purchasing the plant and machinery, then debit side will be improved. So we will write in the debit side 1,25,000. Our assets has been improved. Now see, cash account. Earlier cash account started with 5 lakh, and 4 lakh 80,000 out of 5 we have deposit into the bank, and in this transaction we are making 10,000 cash payment. It means our cash will be reduced, then we will indicating in the credit side of cash account, because our assets is reducing. Next is Ramji Lal account. We will prepare the Ramji Lal account. Ramji Lal account indicating here liability. He is our creditor, because we purchase plant and machinery cost rupees 1,25,000. 10,000 out of it we have paid in advance, and rest 1,15,000 we have to pay in future. So that is our liabilities. and we will indicating the credit side of his account. So liability have the credit balance. If your liability improve, your credit balance will be improved. Next is fifth transaction. Purchase goods from Sumit Traders for rupees 55,000. Here in this transaction we are purchasing the goods 55,000, but here not mentioned कि this is cash or not. So cash is not there. So this transaction indicating the credit purchase because name of the traders are mentioned in this. So see. So first of all we will purchase the goods. Purchase account will be prepared. Purchase is just like a asset. So our assets will be improved. So our assets will be improved. Your debit side of purchase account will be improved by 55,000. Another is Sumit trade accounts. Again our liability has been improved. This is our creditors and we will prepare the account Sumit and credit side will be improved by 55,000. Next 6. Goods costing rupees 25,000 sold to Rajni Enterprises for 35,000. So we are selling the goods that cost is 25,000 and to 35,000. So this is also the credit transaction because not mentioned ki we have purchased in cash or Rajni Enterprises name is mentioned. So we will treat this transaction as credit transaction. So we are selling the goods. So first of all we will prepare the sale account and sale accounts every time indicating the credit balance. So we will put the 35,000 in credit side and Rajni Enterprise accounts. So he or she is the debtor for us because we are selling goods on credit base and they will return to that amount in future. So his or she is also the debtor or debtor is come under the assets or our assets will be improving by 35,000. So we will show in the debit side of this account. Next is 7th. Paid the monthly store rent rupees 25,000 in cash. We are paying the monthly rent. So rent is the expenditure. I tell you in rent indicating the debit balance. Here our expenditure are improving. So debit side we will showing the 2500. But another side in cash account we will prepare and will show the 25,000 credit side because our cash or assets is reducing by 25,000 according to this transaction. Now 8th. Paid rupees 5,000 as salary to the office employee. One employee is there. You are paying salary rupees 5,000. This is also the expenditure. So again you will prepare the salary account. All expenditure indicating the debit side. So we will write 5,000 in debit side. Another cash account will be affected by rupees 5,000. Or 5,000 will be reduced from the cash. So we will show in the credit side. 9th. Receive check as full payment of the Rajni Enterprise and deposit same day into the bank. I tell you here कि we have already done one transaction. Number 6 कि goods costing rupees 25,000 sold to Rajni Enterprise 35,000. So we have already sold goods to Rajni rupees 35,000 on credit. Now he is making the payment or she is making the payment. So what you will do for that? He is giving one check and same day we are depositing this check. So first of all we will prepare the Rajni Enterprises account. Earlier when we sold the goods on credit, so we mentioned 35,000 in the credit side. Now he is making the payment through check, so we will write in the debit side because our debtor has been reduced by 35,000. If as so we will write in the we will write in the credit side because our assets has been reduced or they are making the payment to us. Next is bank account. Our bank balance will be improved by 35,000. So in the last transaction, two accounts will be affect. One Rajni account. In Rajni account, in credit side we will show 35,000. In bank account, 35,000. In debit side will be shown because he or she has making the payment through the check. So our bank balance will be improved and our debtor or Rajni balance will be reduced by this. Now let's we do one more transaction or one more illustration. Illustration number 1. Analyze the effect of each transaction on assets and liability and show that the both side of accounting equation. We will prepare the accounting equation here. So first is introduce rupees 8 lakh as cash and 50,000 by stock. So starting business with rupees 8 lakh and with stock or goods rupees 50,000. So see, in the first we will prepare the accounting equation. Assets is equal to liability plus capital. So rupees 8 lakh is cash. So under the assets we will prepare the column cash rupees 8 lakh plus stock. Stock is also the asset. We will make another title stock rupees 50,000. And what is the total capital? Total capital 8 lakh plus 50,000, 8 lakh 50,000. So both side total is equal of this transaction. Now next transaction number 2. Purchase plant rupees 3 lakh by paying 15,000 cash and balance at later date. So we have purchased the plant rupees 3 lakh and 50,000 we are paying in cash and rest in after that. So see the effect of this transaction. We are purchasing the plant and machinery. So plant and machinery will come under the asset. So asset side we will make another title plant and machinery. We will write rupees 3 lakh. Is it clear? And 15,000 we are making the cash payment. So into or under the cash title we will reduce 15,000, that is shown in the bracket side. This is that 15,000 and see the total. Now total is cash balance 8 lakh minus 15,000, 7 lakh 85,000. Inventory will be same, plant and machinery will be same rupees 3 lakh, and total assets are 11 lakh 35,000. And here liability, see the liability side, rupees 3 lakh plant and machinery we have purchased, 15,000 cash we have making the payment, and rest amount 2 lakh 85,000 is our liability. So we will show under the title of the liability. So liability plus capital is equal to 11 lakh 35,000. So both side total is equal after this transaction. Now transaction number 3. Transaction number 3, let's we read. Deposit rupees 6 lakh into bank. So in the transaction number next, we are depositing rupees 6 lakh into bank. So first of all our cash balance will be reduced. So see here under the cash title rupees 6,000 will be reduced, and we will make another title bank. Bank is also the asset, and after that we will write here rupees 6 lakh, and this is indicating rupees 6 lakh. See the cash balance 7 lakh 85,000 earlier we had, 6 lakh we are depositing to bank. So next balance is rupees 1 lakh 85,000. Inventory no effect, plant and machinery same, and bank balance will be 6 lakh. So total assets are 11 lakh 35,000. No effect of this transaction on liability side or capital side. So both side total is equal after this transaction. Now transaction number 4. Transaction number 4. Purchased office furniture for rupees 1 lakh and made payment by check. So we have purchased the office furniture. So office furniture is the asset. So we will make another title under the asset is furniture. So see, we are making title furniture. Under the furniture, we will write rupees 1 lakh because we have purchased furniture. That cost is rupees 1 lakh. And see, we are making the payment by bank. So under the bank title, you will reduce minus, sorry, I read again. What's the problem? Fourth, purchase furniture rupees 1 lakh and made by chart. So, we will write here furniture 1 lakh, and in the bank balance we will write minus 1 lakh, not plus. This is by mistake. So cash effect will be 1,85,000 balance, and inventory balance 50,000, plant and machinery same, and bank balance you can see earlier we had 6 lakh and 1 lakh we are reducing for the making payment against the furniture, and bank balance will be 5 lakh. So see, the total assets is 11,35,000, and no impact of this transaction on liability side and capital. So that will be the same, and after this transaction balance will be same, 11,35,000 both side. Now transaction number 5. Transaction number 5, purchase goods worth rupees 80,000 for cash and for rupees 35,000 in credit. To understand this transaction, first 5, purchase goods worth rupees 80,000 for cash and for 35,000 on credit. So total goods, how much is there? Let's we understand transaction number 5. So first of all, we will already prepared the inventory column here. So we will show the total purchased of the goods. So total purchase of goods is, according to this transaction, rupees 80,000 plus 35,000. So entire amount you will show under the inventory. So see here, 1,15,000 we are showing here. 1,15,000 we are writing under the inventory. 1,15,000 including the 80,000 and 35,000. According to this transaction, we are making the payment of rupees 80,000 in cash. So cash will be reduced into the total cash. Total cash we had the 1,85,000. Now we are reducing the 80,000 into cash. And rest means 35,000. 35,000 we are not making the payment of 35,000 here. So where we will in this transaction, 80,000 we are making the payment under the cash, and 35,000 we are not making the payment. We have purchased the goods on credit term, and this 30,000 will be shown on the title of the liabilities, because our liability has been improved. We have to make the payment in future, then till you have to show under the title of liabilities. So our total assets after this transaction 11,70,000, and liability and capital 11,70,000. Now next transaction is sixth transaction. Goods amount rupees 45,000 were sold for rupees 60,000 on cash. Again I am indicating this transaction. This is our sixth transaction. Goods amount rupees 45,000 were sold in 60,000, and difference is rupees 15,000. That should be treated as profit. The cost of goods 45,000 and total sale is 60,000. At that sale is on cash, so our cash will be improved. So let's see what will be transaction number 6. See, so our inventory, see in this our cost of inventory is 45,000, which is indicating here 45,000 is the cost of the goods we have sold. So we will reduce 45,000 into the inventory or stock. Second, we have sale in 60,000 in cash. So second, our cash balance will be improved by 60,000. So cash will be added 60,000. Differentiation is 15,000 and that should be added into capital rupees 15,000. Here I am indicating 15,000. And after the transaction, we will do the total and both side total will become equal 11,85,000 and 11,85,000. Again I am indicating cash balance is 1,65,000. Inventory, earlier we had the 1,65,000, now we have 45,000 goods we have sold, so balance is 1,20,000. Plant and machinery same, 5 lakh is same and next is same. So this way you will calculate the balance. Next we start the transaction number 7. Let's see what is the 7th transaction in this question. Transaction number 7 is this: goods costing rupees 80,000 was sold rupees 1,25,000 on credit. Earlier transaction was the cash transaction and this is the credit sale. Cost is 80,000 and we have sold this goods to the customer 1,25,000 on credit. Now see the effect on the accounting equation. See, so first of all we will calculate or we will reduce rupees 80,000 into the inventory because our cost of the goods 80,000 and we have sold in 1,25,000. So 1,25,000 not in cash, we have sold on credit. So in case our debtor will be improved. So debtor also come under the title of the asset. So we will make a point or write the title of debtor. Under the title debtor we will write 1,25,000 and cost is 80,000, sold 1,25,000, differentiation 45,000 treated as profit. It will be indicating or added into the capital. So three impact we have seen here. One is cost of goods rupees 80,000 should be reduced into the inventory. Rupees 1,25,000 will be added into the assets as debtor because we have sold these goods on credit, and 45,000 is the difference between the cost and the total sale. This is profit, will be added into the capital. Now see the balances. Cash balance no impact, same 1,65,000. Inventory 40,000. Plant and machinery. So this way we will calculate the balance and both side total is equal. Now we will move into the next transaction, that is let's see next transaction. Transaction number 1 next 8th I am indicating here. Check issued to the supplier of goods worth rupees 35,000. Earlier we purchased the goods on credit base. Now we are making the payment or issuing the check rupees 35,000. Now see rupees 35,000 how we will show. See 35,000. So first of all bank balance will be reduced by 35,000 as well as our liabilities will be reduced by 35,000. So two impact, both side will be there. One in asset side under the title of bank and another is liability side, because earlier we buy the goods on credit base, so that time we had the liabilities. Now this time we are reducing our liability by making the payment through check of rupees 35,000. And last transaction of the illustration number 1, that is second last transaction, that is check received from customer amounting rupees 75,000. Now we are receiving the check through customer. Earlier we sold the goods on credit base, so our debtor will be raised that time. Now see here, yes, we are receiving the check of rupees 75,000. So first of all, earlier we sold goods to a customer on credit base rupees 1,25,000. Now we are receiving check on rupees 75,000. So 75,000 we will reduce into the debtors, and 75,000 our bank balance will be improved. So one side, two impact will be there only in asset side, because bank has been improved by 75,000 and debtor has been reduced by 75,000. No impact from on liability or capital side. So after that, this transaction, both side total is equal 11,95,000. Now last transaction or last term, withdrawn by owners for personal use 25,000. Now here owners is reducing or withdrawing the 25,000 for his personal use. So in personal use they are withdrawing cash. So we will reduce 25,000 into the cash, as well our assets, our capital will be reduced. So asset side into the cash you will reduce, from capital side you will reduce 25,000. Now again, after this transaction our total should be same, and 11,95,000. So today in this session you have completed the uses of debit and credit, and how to make the T-shape account, how to prepare the liability account, assets account, expenditure account, gain account, profit account, revenue account, salary account, so many different account as per the illustration, and one example of the accounting equation full-fledged you have learned. So I will tell you that you will do some practice whatever book you have, or after the end of this chapter you will found some question, so try to solve this question. Thank you everyone. Thank you.